Thank you for joining us. This is Paul Wilson, and you're listening to Diesel Performance Podcast. Guys, I went back through all of my audio of the sled pull, and I'll just tell you, there's no way any of it was going to work for air. Unfortunately, just the way it works recording live sometimes, things like this happen, and we listen to the audio quality, and it's not good. So instead, what we're going to do is, now we've had a chance to sit down, I'm going to go bottom to top and give you distance and position and who did it. So first up, 174 feet, bringing up the back of the pack. Really glad to see him out there giving it everything he has. 13th place went to Josh McCormick. I guess I should preface this. There's a handful of guys who chose not to pull or were not in the situation to pull just after being on the dyno and being at the drag races and where the trucks are at. Some guys just are not going to get in the dirt to get it done. So Eric Merchant, Ryan Batts, Jesse Warren, John Shirato, Chase Miller, Todd Welch, not going to be pulling for Ultimate Callout Challenge. Okay, so what that means is we do have up a list of guys who were able to get out in the dirt and give it absolutely everything they got. It's a hell of a show. And guys, I really do encourage you to jump onto the Ultimate Callout Challenge website, jump onto these guys' Facebook and Instagram pages. You'll be able to see a ton of this content and check out all of the high-flying action. So without further ado, we had 174 feet. Josh McCormick in 13th place. Charlie Fisher pulled 210, gave him 12th place. David Petrick, I know he was looking for a little more, but 271 shouldn't be shy about that. Landed him in 11th place at the sled pull. Kenny Bruner pulled 280. That gave him 10th place. Justin Ziegler did not get as much as he was hoping for. 290.35. That was good enough for 9th place. Turbo Tom, the YouTube star, and honestly, just a hell of a guy. He came in 8th place, 293 feet with that Cummins. That was a fun pull. Wade Minter, our drag racing buddy out of Texas, pulling 294.35. That was good enough for 7th place. Evan Moser, very humble Evan Moser. Really, I think he sandbagged me out on the track when he said he wasn't sure if he could put it together. Hell of a performance throughout all of UCC. Good enough for 6th place at the sled pull with 298.06. Chris Buheider got 299.65. Great job, Chris. That was good enough for 5th place. Justin Anders was at 306 feet. First one to break out of that 300-foot mark. That was good enough for 4th place. T-Pain, Trevor Peterson, pulling 308 in the dirt. Great job, sir. 3rd place. Brian Shue, 314 feet. That was good enough for 2nd place in the sled pull. And guys, maybe it's a surprise, maybe it's not. They were first on the drag strip. They were 11th at the dyno, and here they are doing what they do. Tony Burkhart, the Dirty Hooker Diesel crew, dragging that last-minute hooker 319 feet. That was good enough for 1st place for Ultimate Callout Challenge 2021. They're about to set all the records up in the finals, so we're going to know who's on the podium and where everybody finished. Stay tuned with us, guys. We're going to do a quick break for our sponsors, and I'll be right back to talk about the overall results of Ultimate Callout Challenge 2021.
Engineered for use with both gas and diesel engines, the XDP X Factor is the perfect choice to restore lost power in your engine. This unique blend is a 100% synthetic friction reducer that's specially formulated to decrease engine wear, improve fuel economy, and reduce the oil operating temperature of your diesel engine. On 6.0-liter Power Stroke engines, X Factor eliminates the common stiction issues and helps restore failing HEUI injectors. X Factor is more than just an engine oil additive. Use in your power steering system or add it to your gear oil for enhanced protection. X Factor is safe for use with both synthetic and conventional oils, and one 8-ounce bottle treats up to 5 quarts of oil. To find out more about the XDP X Factor High Performance Oil Additive, head over to xdp.com or find a local dealer near you.
Chris, people have been hearing us talk about Exergy Performance Well, since the start of the show.
Right, of course. They've been a believer since the inception, to say the least.
I know I just recently talked to Randy Harkema over there. Guys, of course, you recognize him from our snake oil or not fuel additive episode. He's one of the guys at Exergy that we rely on for technical expertise. And I thought it was really cool. I was just talking to him about going to UCC.
Okay.
You remember the booth that they bring to UCC every year?
Yeah, I remember 2019. They do this really cool engine stand with a Cummins with their standalone with a throttle, a hand throttle, and you can, be part of the engine operating. They start it, you can rev it and all that cool stuff. And I think it's really cool because it gives you that hands-on experience to say, hey, here's Exergy's fuel system, here's Exergy standalone, Bosch standalone, here's everything working.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you can't forget it once you've seen it.
I didn't push too hard to ask all the details because I like to walk around UCC and kind of be surprised by what I'm going to see. But I will just say that if you're going to UCC this year, make sure you go swing by the Exergy Performance booth. You're definitely going to want to check out what they have.
Oh, man, that's exciting.
Chris, you know WC Fab and WC Fab powder coating. It's going to be one of those places that if you've never heard of them and you go check out their booth at UCC, or if you go to their shop and kind of hang out and see even just the foyer, like the waiting room, you're going to be wildly impressed.
It's tough because you don't know if someone were to tell me, hey, they do all these crazy powder coat colors, they do compound turbo kits, triple turbo kits, intercooler piping kits, whatever. I am a very simplistic individual, so I have a basic thought process or picturing in my head of what's going on. And if you see their work in person, they're very meticulous with, their fabrication. The welding is superb. But their coloring options that they have from their in-house powder coating service is second to none. There's like 400 colors that they keep in stock.
Yeah.
All of their signature colors are, they're the most popular for a reason. They stick out the most. And I mean, Paul, man, over the years being at Calibrated Power, we have seen so many WC Fab trucks come and go, being on the dyno, things like that. And, I remember when I first started, it was exciting to see a 700, 800, or 1,000 wheel horse truck. And you just know if a truck's coming from WC Fab here, it's going to make big power. I normally just get excited for what kind of color schemes under the hood of the truck. But, you're going to get what you pay for. They offer a really good quality product, and they have a really good support staff. They're going to stand behind what they do. And I think that goes a long way, especially this day and age in this industry.
Absolutely.